All right, so let's see if I can keep this video under 10 minutes because I love to just ramble about stuff. But what I want to talk about today is the fact that nowadays it feels like a lot of these games that are coming out, they're competing for this sense of like relevancy or like FOMO, and it's so apparent even with like single player games now. Like even with games I really like and games I invest into early on, every single time they come out, they need multiple, patches, like a couple patches post day one, just to get the game stable enough to play. It's like why? Like I don't understand why this is constantly happening, and then it's further exacerbated by the fact that a lot of these people who are streaming the game or making videos on it, they make little update videos like, oh, here's a 2 to 3 minute video, telling you what the new update is. Oh, this huge update in the game. Update 1.3, update 1.4. Oh my god, you won't believe what this added. It's like, dude, it gets so tiring. Like I want to go back to when games were, for the most part at least, complete and like fully, I guess, basically done and feature complete, and all the bugs and stability issues or whatever it is, frame rate issues, just general performance issues were ironed out before launch. And I hate the fact that it feels like even nowadays games can release and basically be at like half the performance standards of what the game is actually going to end up being in like a year's time. It's like I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand why games have to release in the way that they do nowadays. This is even goes for like my most favorite games of all time, Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, again, if you played the game at launch or even like months after launch, disability in Act 3, I've already covered this in the video, is not great. Even to this day, it's not great. And they've made constant improvements along the way, but like that game started in early access and still had a lot of issues at launch. Like I don't understand what the problem is in the modern gaming industry where we constantly need to have patches like every week. I'm not saying the patches are unnecessary. Like don't start twisting words just because I'm saying I don't like the fact that there's so many patches constantly every week. Here's a performance patch. Here's a stability patch. Oh, we found game-breaking bugs and glitches now in our patch that implemented new bugs and new all this other stuff after we gone back and fixed a bunch of other stuff. It's like I don't understand. Why can't we just release games that work and then build off of that foundation? Like games constantly now are releasing it, like after being delayed, by the way. Like games will be delayed 2 to 3 times and then they'll still release like really buggy and unfinished and have constant frame rate issues and stuff like that still need to be fixed post-launch. Like what is the point of setting release dates if we're just going to release the game and it still needs to basically get to 1.0 months after launch? Like I'm not understanding. And then you have all these people who are like, again, who make these videos, but then the people who will defend that and they'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe this really big new update. Oh my god, it's fixing everything. Blah, blah, blah. I can't wait to get into it. Bro, you're feeding into the problem. Like y'all are feeding into the problem. I can't stand this because it leads to situations where even games where I really, really like, or games that I know I'm going to love in a year's time when all the content's out, everything's basically fixed in the game and it's half off. Like why do we got to engage with games like this? I guess it's not like the biggest deal in the world because you can like take that approach to your games, or you can take the other approach where you're just like, okay, I'm going to invest in this early and engage with it and show them that this is something that people really want and want them to fix. I'm going to give them feedback and tell them what's wrong with the game. I understand that stance, or if people want to approach their games in that way, I fully understand that, and we need people like that so that these devs are held accountable and don't just release games super buggy and just leave them that way. But I don't know, man. I'm so tired of it. Like even again, like I said, games I really, really love, Cyberpunk 2077. I don't even have to go over it. Baldur's Gate 3, my favorite game of all time. I've already covered it in the video. Why when people get to Act 3, that's where they just drop the game, and it's generally because a lot of these performance issues, bugs, glitches, just stuff that's just it becomes a lot for people to just ignore. Like a lot of this stuff you can be like, I can ignore it, I can just I can get through it because I understand it's like a game's growing pains nowadays. Even single player games are treated as live service games, and it comes with the territory. But like it comes to a certain point where you're like, enough is enough. Like you got to be like, enough is enough. Genuinely, even I will hold everyone's feet to the fire. I won't give anyone any breaks. CDPR, I won't give them any breaks. My favorite company, basically, because they release all my favorite games. I won't give them no breaks. Right? If The Witcher 4 comes out, then it's extremely buggy and glitchy, and it is once again revealed that Unreal Engine 5 feels like it gives these devs feel like Unreal Engine 5 gives them a cop out to just release really buggy and like unfinished games that just look really pretty, right? Like, no, I'm not taking that. I'm sorry, I won't take that at all. Like, I get it for games that are like live service games, because that is genuinely like the nature of live service games, to be constantly improved on and adding features on and adding, bits of lore and new characters and new features and agents and, cool abilities and stuff like that, just making the game bigger and bigger. But, for these single player games that are supposed to at least have the entire package, right? Like there's a main story from start to finish. So in essence, that's supposed to be the entire game, but you don't really get the entire game, do you? Even when you're buying a single player game, you're getting like three-fourths of the game, and then the rest is delivered later through patches and DLC updates and stuff like that, and even free updates. The free updates curse, right? Oh my god, new biggest free update ever of all time. Oh my god, Cyberpunk 2.0. Cyberpunk 2.0 is supposed to be what the game was advertised as, right? Like even then, like I really love that, but I won't like back down. I'm going to hold their feet to the fire on that because it pisses me off so much. Oh wait, also before I end this video, play Dispatch, play Karen, and play Mio Memories in Orbit. Those are three games that are like just so underrated. Finished from launch, double A to indie kind of games, and they're incredible from start to finish. Like genuinely, go play those games, please.